Today's lesson, welcome to Math 24/7. Today's lesson is 6th grade. Lesson 2, one-step equations, add and subtract. All right, so yesterday we talked about one-step equations as far as just solving for the variable. Today we're going to go a little bit further with the one step and just say this is how you might use this in the real world, meaning there is application for what we're doing. So when we get ready, we want to think about what information is given to us, what is it we're solving for, and does the solution make sense in the context of the problem? And that's always the piece that you need to check, because you can make mistakes punching numbers into calculators and all that good stuff. So you do have to kind of use your common sense and check, and does it, what you know about numbers doesn't make sense. So let's look at the first one here and see if we can kind of decipher how we might go about solving something like this. So we're just going to set up the equation, as you notice right here. Whoops, right here. Okay, we're not going to actually solve them. We're just going to set them up for now, okay? So it says the average cost of a school lunch today is $4.35. In 1990, the average school lunch was $2.85, less than today. How much did the average school lunch cost in 1990? All right, so we're going to start at the top here, and we're going to say, all right, so our variable is going to be the cost of lunch in 1990. So that's what we're looking to find, okay? So we know that it was $4.35. And then it says, because it tells us right here, and then it says the average school lunch was $2.85 less. So less means minus, less $2.85. And what we don't know is this. And you can use X or Y or whatever variable letter you want. But we're looking at it as X and 285. Actually, if I put this down here, you have X and 285. When we write the equation, we know that this is going to be equal to this. So X minus the 285 is equal to $4.35, or it's less. So it's less than, so we have to take the old one and add 285 in it, and that's what our new one is, okay? So here we go. That's how we would set that up. So it's less than this, but whatever it was plus whatever it is has to equal the 435. All right, let's think again. What information are we given? What are we solving for? And does it make sense? So here we go again. We have your little sister is too small to stand on the scale. You decide to get on the scale holding her and find your combined weight to be 112 pounds. So altogether, it's 112 pounds. You know that you weigh 94 pounds. How much does your little sister weigh? Okay, so I'm going to put our line in the middle again. Little sister is X. We don't know what she weighs, but you know that you weigh 94 pounds. Okay, so our variable is your weight of your sister. That's what your X is. So now we're going to write an equation. This 112 has to equal these two together. So X plus 94 is equal to 112. And again, we're not asking you to solve them. We just want you to think about how you might set these up. Okay. The charge for a microwave repair was $81.21 including tax. If the tax was $6.70, then how much was the repair? Okay, so this time we are going to find a solution. So let's think about, what do we already know? Well, we already know it was $81.20 for the total. And we also know that the tax was $6.70. And what is it we're looking for? We're looking for just the repair, right? Minus the tax. So we're looking for the repair only. We should repair amount only, okay? So let's think about how we might set this up. I know that the total is 81.21, and sometimes I start and work my way backwards. And that is equal to the repair amount plus tax. So we know what the tax amount is, plus what we don't know is the repair amount. I personally am just going to call it X. You can call it R if that works. And now we have to do the opposite operation. So here we go. We talked about in the last lesson, whatever is happening to X, which is we're adding 670. The opposite of adding 670 is to minus 670. And whatever you do to one side, now that cancels out to 0. That's why we're canceling it. And 81.24 minus 670 is equal to 74.51. So the amount, $74.51 to repair. Next, according to CBS, the average cost of a Super Bowl ticket in 2010 was $3,509. Yikes. This is $441 less than the total cost of a 2015 ticket. So that means 2015 ticket was more. How much was the ticket in 2015? Okay, well, we know in 2010, and I'm always good to write down what you know first. It's always a good place to start, especially when you really don't know where to start. So in 2010, it was $3,509. And we know that in 2015, it was going to be for this amount here, 441 less I should say this is 3,000 is 440 less than the 2015 ticket, okay? And you don't have to write it exactly my way. You can write it whatever way you want to that organizes for you. What are we looking for? We want a 2015 ticket cost. That's what we're looking to figure out. So we know that this amount here and this amount here is going to equal our new ticket. So we're going to take a 2015 ticket, which we don't know what it is, and we're going to minus $441 from it, and it is going to be equal to a $3,509 ticket. Okay. So now we're going to solve this equation. What's the opposite of minusing 441 to x? We're going to add 441. This zeroes out. We're left with x minus 441, 8, 6. Oh, sorry, I got to add that to them. Sorry, I was not. See why it's good to check on this. So I actually have to add that. 1,593. So our 2015 ticket is $3,950. Yikes. It's an expensive ticket. Next, we have a fence that surrounds two sides of a backyard. The total length of the fence is 86 feet, with the longest portion measuring 51.5 feet. What is the length of the second side of the fence? So we're saying one side of the fence is this. Okay, so we know that 5150 is one side. And we know the total is 86 feet. What are we looking for? The second length. Okay, so two sides, okay? Side 1, side 2 equals 86. One side is 5150 feet, plus we don't know what the second side is. So we want the x by itself, so we've got to get rid of this over here. So the opposite, or to zero this out, we're going to subtract 51.5 from both sides. That equals 0. And 86 minus 51.5 is 34.5. And so our second side is 34.5, and we are looking at feet long. Number 6, our last one for the lesson. A skyscraper in Dubai is 2,722 feet high. A news station antenna in North Dakota measures 659 feet shorter than the Dubai scraper. How tall is the news station antenna? So, in order for us to know that, we know that Dubai, theirs is 2,722, and North Dakota is 659 feet shorter. So we know that if we take North Dakota, what do we need to know? North Dakota's side, or length, or height is what we're looking for, North Dakota's height. So if we take North Dakota's height, which we don't know, so we're going to change it to a variable, x plus 859, because it's shorter than Dubai's, whoops, no, where I got the 6, 2,722. So in order to figure out what this is, this, which is North Dakota's, plus 859 equals 2,722. So here we go. Let's put in here, we're going to subtract 859 from each side because we want the x isolated. We want it all by itself. And then we're going to minus 859 from this side as well, and we get 2,063. So North Dakota, and I think we are making, let me make sure, yep, feet. This is North Dakota's station, is 2,060 feet, 63 feet tall. And that's today's lesson. So let me know if you need any help. If not, go ahead and start your homework.